Alright, welcome back to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars and Anything. And well, today we're going to work on a little bit more of that wiring on this 33 Plymouth. We're going to try, but anyway, well, you can see my Trump for Prison sign behind me. But anyway, so let's get going on this. I'm going to explain something about the alternator here. What am I supposed to look here? Camera 2 or camera 3? Okay, so anyway, so what I did is I put a maxi fuse on here, and big positive comes all the alternator, the power goes through the maxi fuse and then goes through the wire to the dash, and we'll show you that in a minute. Those two wires there, one's green, one's blue. Those are the field wires, and they go to the dash as well. So I just wanted to show you that. So green, blue, and our charge wire, and then a maxi fuse. You can pull that off of there and you can change that fuse. I put a 60 amp fuse in there. So I think this thing will draw no more than that right now anyway. So if it does, then it's got to be incredible. It's a real simple little car. So let's put you on pause and get set up in the dealer. Well, that other wire that you see hanging there, that's for a horn. Those are for the front yet, but I got to get the car out of here so I can wire that up. But all right. So you remember what I told you? Here's the alternator wires that come in. This is our charge wire. These are our two field wires. You need to get them attached to here. I need to put one on the ignition side on the relay here, star relay. So after it's running, then this has got power, you know. And once you shut it off, then this shuts the charging system off. So the blue wire, the green wire has to be just hooked up to the green wire, blue wire up to the blue wire, but we have to tee into the blue wire, and then the blue wire runs to that terminal. So let's get to work on this. How are we going to do this? These are like way too long. Okay. We're going to shorten these up. I got such a mess going here, guys. It's pathetic, and I can't handle it no more. But I can't put everything away because I need it out. So let's gauge this out. Okay, this is our battery wire. This is what charges it. Okay. So just get that over there for now. Got this. Connect to that. First thing we're going to tape our Well, happy Friday to everybody. You got the day off. I'm happy for you. Me, I keep working. Tonight I think we'll hook up a couple things and we'll call our night again. Is that far enough? Yes, it is. Oh. So, let's do the green first. Because green is just hooked up to green. No, nothing special there. So let's pull it off of there. What the heck? Okay. Let's see. How short are we going to cut that sucker? Okay. I'm building a harness right now, guys. See it in a second. I don't know. Yeah, later, bud. I like that. The wire super can't even cut it fully off. Now we'll strip the two wires off. And Okay. Do some assembling. As I get this here figured out. Okay, here we go. So I'll put the green directly to green. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Because again, I'm having issues trying to film this. So we're going to wire green to green. Yeah. So that was green to green. I don't know where I set down that other piece. Okay. That's that there. Now the blue one we have to tee into. Okay. So I already teed these wires together. Now I just gotta attach it to the blue one. What we'll do, we'll shove it between the 2 points. And roll it together. I can't see nothing in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna have problems. I got steel on my way again. Yeah. Okay, so we got the blue teed in. Let's shrink wrap that now. Okay. So now we're teed into that. Okay. Now we're going to plug this back in. Like that. And then I got to think about put a spade on the end of this one now, the blue one. The blue one is what I teed in. That powers the unit up. Right. I know I brought some ends in here, but I don't know where they're at the moment. So now we're going to slide some shrink, heat shrink on the end here of that blue one. And we're going to put our end on there. Push that in there. And we'll crimp it with a crimping tool here. Like that. And we're going to go to work to heat shrink that sucker. That cool off a second. Okay. Okay, now get that done. Now the green from the voltage regulator goes directly out to the alternator. There's no disruption in that wire. However, the blue side that's on the point, I call it the point of that connector because the connector is triangulated. Now the blue, that gets teed into. The blue goes right out to the alternator as well, but you tee into it to give it some power. Okay, so it can sense the draw you know, so it can tell it to kick in or kick out in milliseconds. So now this will go to the ballast on that starter relay, so it shuts the system off, okay, when it doesn't have to charge. Only does it in milliseconds, you know. As for our charging wire, now we got that big fuse on by the alternator, so that'll break the connection if need to be. So now this one will go to the battery post on the right here. Okay. So let's I wonder if we should pull this apart. Well, here, let's measure how much wire we need here. Right here, about now. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it off right there. Just as soon as I find my cutting device here. Okay. Might need that piece of wire. Okay. And let's shave her off. God, I am just so irritated about this wiring. I don't know why. When you do something for free and it's tough, it gets to you after a while. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, yeah, okay. So, I'm going to put some heat shrink on the wire first. Okay. Then I'll put my connector on there. I got an eye connector. Now this one's got a fuse on it. Again, it's at the alternator. You seen it there. I showed it to you. So oh, well, that worked good. How did that crimp? Well, let's see if it fits back on there yet. If it don't, well, we gotta get a new one. These things are so darn expensive. I got so much money in these ends in this car already. Right back on too. I should really invest in a new crimper maybe. Okay, it seems to be on it this time. Yeah. I gotta inspect it. You ever notice that Wheel of Fortune? First you spin the final wheel, and then you walk up to your puzzle. Well, then they can select how hard of a puzzle to give you, right? You ever notice that? I've noticed with the big money winners, the puzzles are harder because they know if you when you spun that wheel, I suppose they would know. Oh, he's on the $100,000 one. We gotta give him a harder puzzle now. Shit. I think I just screwed that up. Try to put it on there with the heat. There we go. Got it. Okay, now we'll heat shrink that. This connection has to be good because it's going to charge the whole shebang up here. Okay. Now I've got those wires 100 feet long. That one's perfect actually. Okay, so I'm teed into the blue wire. This will be plugged in over there. So let's tape this all up now. Okay, so what do we got to do here? Okay, so we got this one and this one that go kind of together in a way. We got this one. Oh, it's a little longer. Okay, could have made them a little shorter, maybe. Let's just do this. Oh, yeah, which way am I going here? Stop that there, I guess. What do I want to do here? Well, that could have turned out a little better, I think. We'll tape it up though for durability. It keeps the wires from rattling. And that's like the worst job I think I ever did. Oh well. Next step. Just on as short as we can, I guess. Oh my God, this is a pigsty right now. Okay. Okay, so now we got our field wires. See, there's that triangle I was talking about. So we'll plug that in. Okay. And then we'll run up this one. Okay. All set. Never see that again. One washer on there. Put the electrical end on there. Yep. Just drilling that on there. And this one will go onto the ballast hole. Okay, there. Okay, it's officially wired in. The alternator. You want to make sure this grounds this box, and I'm sure with those self tappers and standstill washers, I'm sure she's grounding. Now, you want to know how to get power to that? Well, now from the starter, I got a main lead coming up from the starter. Okay, it's this wire right here. Now, I got to put a fuse in right here. And I got to run the starter one into that fuse. And then it'll run from there to there. Okay? Then I got a one yet that goes from the fuse box, you know. Goes from the fuse box to the that pole as well. So time I'm done, I'll have probably 3 wires on there. Well, actually, I could. Yeah. Okay. So now, here's our fuse. Okay. So that's our fuse and that's our ends. I just put it together so I had them, you know. So now let's mount the fuse. Okay. We'll mount that sucker like so. Well, probably like this. Okay, so let's get this baby mounted. Okay. We'll mount that here, and then we'll have room for one more. If we get the Hemi in here and stuff, we might need another one. Okay. Okay, where can I set this screw so I don't lose it? Right there, I'll probably forget it's there, but... Okay, will this work though? I should have checked that before I went nuts on it. A little big. Hope that doesn't cause trouble. Let's do this now. Get down in here. Get down, get down. As the wires get shorter, it gets a little easier. With that screw, we'll find that again while I'll show it on the floor. Okay. This is going to be all crap here. Okay. Just like I figured. We'll find that again. I've got one under the shifter. There's a screw under the shifter, dear Eliza. Okay, I did not pay attention that I went through those other wires. So I hope I didn't do. Looks like I didn't. There's that. Okay, fuse is in. Next step is this thing has to mount to the top side. As we got, what I'm going to do, let's see, we've got to be able to cut the power off to the car if something happens. This fuse will save the car. Well, now let's cut it through. There it is. Okay. Now, to make our job easier, let's just pull this down for now. So get it out here where we can work on it. Okay, I'll shrink that up quick. I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but okay, so what I did is I put that eye on the end. I crimped it and then I shrink wrapped it, heat shrinked it, I should say. So that's what I did. Okay. Letting it cool off so I can put my wire covering back on it. Trim back some of the wire covering here. Okay. There it is. There's the finished product. Let's shove it back through. Okay. in. Okay, I wonder if I should have went around. You want to run your wires comfortable. Not try to force them and shit, you know? Okay, so that one. Can I do it one hand? There we go. Now this fuse, no, this wire comes from the starter from the big post. So this is technically getting power from the battery. And what it's going to do, technically that one could be tightened up too already, but I'll wait. Get them all done. Now we got to run one from here to the relay. So powers the relay up. And then we'll run one from the fuse box to this side. Okay? And from this side, this one will go over here too. Okay? The alternator, this one here is from the alternator. So it's gonna, power is gonna come through here, come through this one. It's gonna go back through here and back to here, and then it's gonna go back to the battery to charge the system up. Okay? And when this draws, the alternator will pick it up and tell the alternator, hey, we need some more power, you know. So now, let's run one from there to there. So let's make, I'm gonna make one. I got plenty of scrap wire here too, so. I gotta go get more ends. Oh wait, maybe I got a few here yet. One for sure, yeah. There's two. Okay. I need more though. Just burning my electrical stuff up right now. Man. Takes a lot to wire a car, you know. Right now I'm building a cross wire that'll go from the relay to this post. So getting there, guys. Bear with me. Okay. Got one end built. Now, how long does this thing have to be comfortable? couple inches onto that. Had a friend of mine, he decided he was going to wire up his Model A, and looked out the window one night. It was sitting outside and it was burning to the ground. And I said, "Did you put that main fuse in?" "No, I did not." I said, "Well, that fuse probably would have saved your car." That $8 fuse, $8 would have probably saved it. And he said, "Maybe I should have did that then, huh?" I said, "Yeah, probably." Okay, now yeah, I wonder if I should put a piece of wire covering on here and take a second. It would look better. Let's just do it. I got it laying right here in front of me. Set this on before I lose that. Okay. Because you want, if something goes nuts on the car, you want the power to drop. You want the power to shut off ASAP. Could have been here longer. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we need to make this go from there to there. Come on, baby. There you go. Okay. I'll take care of that. That one. Okay. So alternator juice comes in. No alternator. Goes to that one. Oh, wait a minute. This is the alternator one. Oh, no, starter one. So alternator juice comes in. Goes to this one. Then it comes back across. It's fused at the alternator already. In case something goes wrong there. And it comes across, goes to this one. Okay, that's good. That's right in the way of the throttle cable. Well, that sucks. That's not the way I wanted it. It's gonna go up and over. There we go. That's more gooder. Now, and the last step to this equation will be when I'm screwing this nut on, another post has got to come off of there and go to the fuse box. Okay? So what I'll do, let's see now. Power comes in, that could break. Cut the power off to the battery then. And this comes across, goes here. And all the other one is on a fuse out there by the thing. That'll cut that power off. Okay. And then if I got the fuse block on this one, that'll cut the power off to the fuse block as well. Okay. So we got to make sure we put it on this side. Now where's the main power lead? Right here. Okay. So I got to grab a spade for that. And another eye for that. Then we'll have our starting system, charging system all done. Minus the volt gauge that'll go here. All these wires that are hanging here. So I need a spade and an eye. Okay, I'll be right back. Well, the kit came with some stuff. I'm trying to debate on what I'm going to do here. What's that one? I'll turn you down here. Try to show you what I'm doing here if the camera lets me. See, this is the one that feeds the whole fuse box. Now, this is very crucial that I use the proper end. I'm thinking this end would work, but this one better. God, that supports the whole car. I just don't care for that. Wow. Wire is so short I can't get it to there, so I'd rather not have a connection here. I'd rather just have a solid wire, you know? It's loose on there too. That's where it came with. Now I can't get the fucking thing off, I suppose. To me that just doesn't seem sufficient. Seems like to me that's going to cause resistance. Cause failure. Well, I gotta think about this now. What do I do? What do I do? I hate that connection. But cars used it all the time. Chevy and Mopar and Ford all had the same connection. Just seems so weak to me. But what do you do? What do I do? I'm gonna put you guys on pause. I'm gonna go look at some of my connectors and see what I got. Alright, I did find an end. So I crimped the inside on. I shrink wrapped it. And I put it on there. So I got some heavy gauge wire. I'm hoping this will work. This is something I've never really done before, but I know I did good on my end anyway. This is on video even, so hopefully it's right in. I didn't even try it. I'm sure it is. Yeah, that's right in. It's just gotta snap in there somehow. That goes. I think. Nope. Oh, what the hell is holding it now? There's the right end. I can see that too. Wow, what? that way, and this goes this way. So how do we... Because it ain't flexible. Ah, there it goes. Hey! Push that off and click. Alright! I'm called Happy Boy! Okay, now, I gotta get it to there. Okay. So, I think we'll put some wire covering on it, and I think it's the right length. We'll just put an end on this baby quick. And we'll call her done. Wire covering on that sucker quick. Pretty. Got a piece over here. How long is this? Looks like that's perfect. Yeah, it'll look better once I start tying up these switch wires. I know, kind of like Schmidt beer. Oh, wait a minute, I like Schmidt beer. Okay. I'll run this underneath everything again. And I want to make sure that's away from there. Oh, I'm going to tighten them up. Okay. So that's on the fuse side. On the box has a main fuse, you could say. Cut the power off to the rest of the car if need to be. Don't like how I got it ran right now. I wonder if I can run that a little different. I'd run it. Let's take it back off. I can't get it off of there. Okay. Run it this way. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Run it over the charging box either. There we go. Oh, you're not even. I even got you in the game. There it is. Now, just tighten all them up. Starting and charging system and power to the car is officially there. These wires, they come up from the brake line, or from the brake line switch for the brake lights. They'll be hooked up into the harness that goes right here, that goes up and down the column. Those will be hooked up to that. Okay, yeah, let's tighten them up before I forget that, huh? Maybe we can zip tie some of that up and make that look a little prettier too. I wonder if I could zip tie this. Yeah, maybe I can zip tie that. That'll look pretty nice. I can put a little piece of covering on that end too. Now, what size are those nuts? Are they going to be Chinese? American? I got a 7/16 here. Okay, that's not right. Right. Okay. That's probably half, huh? No, that is 7/16 here. Okay, that one looks good the way it's ran. This one looks good. Doesn't put any strain on this wire. And then we'll just, yeah, okay. Oh, this car makes noises. Scares the shit out of you. bottom screw there. This bottom screw ain't even holding it. Well, it's holding it tight. It's just... Okay, what's next? Gotta figure out these, how big these are. Are they gonna be 3/8 or 10 millimeter? It's gonna be one of the two, I bet, huh? Kind of curl this one down just a little bit more when I tighten it too. And that one went up. So that way it stays away from that. Just that wire heats up before it blows. You gotta take that in consideration. Okay. I'll be right back. I gotta grab a 10 millimeter and a 3/8 and a zip tie. Ten millimeter, 3/8 and a zip tie. Zip ties. Okay. The 3/8. I think they were. I think they are. I would have to say there. Okay. Oh my God. It'll take me 4 hours to clean this place up when I get this done. I don't want it down any further than that. Let's see what this one does. I'm gonna have to hold them. Yeah. Gotta do it blind here almost. How tight. One more check. Okay. Then we'll go this way. Okay. So we got them tight. This one we tightened. Okay. Getting this out a little bit. Yeah. Okay. We'll put one zip tie on there. I think. Let's see what's here. Is it gonna work or is that not gonna work? Yeah, let's go with one zip tie. Oh. Man. what I do for people. It's incredible. Every time I do something, it doesn't. Move that over now. Like right up there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's trim that zip tie off right away before we forget. There we go. Let's see. The only wires we got hanging here yet is this for the brake lights. That's got to go through the actuator. Okay. So that's pointing right at the column where it should be. The choke cable has to be removed. Wires down here for the ignition switch. Oh, wait a minute. This is alternator excited wire too. Could have wired that blue one into this. Well, we'll keep that available. Guess you still gotta have it. Okay, and then these are for the basically turn signal wires and gauges. We don't have the gauges. We got the turn signal actuator, so tomorrow I think we'll just wire that up yet tonight. That'll be another video though. Well guys, I think I'm gonna end this one here. It's an hour and a half already. And, so this is our exciter wire right here. I may have to move that down to that other wire. I forgot about that. Although that serves out ignition too. Shoot. Well, I'm going to keep that wire open and available in case I decide that I'm going to do it. So we got a main fuse from the starter. And I know some of these wires weren't touching, not no tinfoil. Yeah, we ain't gonna get excited about that right now. Darn it. Wish I would remember that exciter wire. Yeah, that's the way it works. So. Can't run them all, I guess. Oh my lord, this place is a disaster. I got tools and clippings and everything just all over. So I think on the next video we're going to work on putting the actuator wires together. Then we could actually put a little power to this thing and see if we can get the rear lights to work and brake lights to work. That'll be an accomplishment, I guess. The gauges I can't do a darn thing about. I don't have them. Got the fuel gauge, I could wire that in, I guess. I should work on these yet tonight. I should just get that done. Now it's just some minor details and we're done. Just the gauges. Yeah. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe, and hopefully find this kind of entertaining or boring or stupid or something. If you can, please give me a like on it if you do like it. But guess we're gonna leave it at this for now. Next step is we gotta wire this to this. Okay. And we gotta incorporate these two wires that come up in the brake light switch, and these wires. So quite a bit of wiring there in one little shot. So yeah. So this and this and this has to be wired together with those two wires back here. Get this blowing out of the way. It goes to the gauges, to these two. So it's these two and then the rest that I just showed you. Sweet. We got a horn wire, wherever that went. That's here somewhere. Black wire, a loner. Gas gauge. Oh yeah, it's in here, that's right. It's in here. This is the ground. It's in here. Right there it is. Okay, please like and subscribe. Take care, guys, and thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing if you do. I appreciate that as well if you would. Anyway, have a good evening, and keep your wires straight, I guess. So it'll look nice once I get this all done. Everything's still, we're getting there though. We are getting there. Okay, bye-bye.